Dear all, first of all, I would like to send you my best wishes for health, happiness, and positive energy today. We all know that water makes up more than 70% of the human body, the foundation for all life activities. But few people expect that just drinking water in the morning incorrectly can cause extremely serious consequences, especially for the elderly. Today, I would like to share with you 5 dangerous mistakes that many elderly people make when drinking water in the morning, and more importantly, how to avoid them. First mistake, drinking water too quickly when waking up. Drinking water right after waking up is a common habit, and many people believe that this action will help purify the body, help the body wake up and activate the internal organs. However, if done hastily, especially drinking a large glass of water while the body is not fully awake, it can have the opposite effect, causing harm to health. When waking up, our body is still in a state of transition from sleep to activity. The cardiovascular and nervous systems, especially those with low blood pressure or cardiovascular problems, are not yet completely stable. Drinking water too quickly can cause blood to not circulate regularly, leading to a sudden drop in blood pressure. This can cause dizziness, lightheadedness, and even fainting in severe cases. Because when your body does not have enough time to adapt to the change between sleep and waking, a shock from cold water or too much water will cause the circulatory system to not adapt in time, thereby causing a feeling of imbalance and dizziness. So what is the solution? The answer is simple but very effective. Slowly wake up your body by drinking warm water in small sips. This action not only helps the body replenish the necessary amount of water after a long night, but also helps the circulatory system, especially the heart and blood pressure, gradually stabilize. Warm water has a relaxing effect, dilates blood vessels, helps blood circulate more regularly, avoiding sudden changes in blood pressure. Sipping small sips also helps the body to be gently awakened, without creating shock to the nervous system. You can imagine drinking warm water gently and slowly, like the way a melodious song plays, bringing you to a relaxing and peaceful start to the day. Imagine your body being cared for from the smallest habits, so that it is not only healthy but also cherished and soothed after a long sleep. In general, drinking water after waking up is very necessary to replenish the water lost during the night, but the way to do it is also extremely important. Drinking water slowly, naturally, and gently will help the body start up more safely and effectively, helping you have a healthy and alert new day. Second mistake, drinking cold water or water that is too hot. Drinking water is an essential need of the body, but not all types of water and drinking methods are beneficial to health. In particular, when choosing between cold water and water that is too hot, we need to consider carefully because each choice can bring about worrying harmful effects. First of all, cold water, especially water from the refrigerator, can directly affect the digestive and cardiovascular systems. When the body receives cold water, the blood vessels will constrict to protect the internal organs. This reduces blood flow and makes the digestive process slow down and ineffective. In particular, for people with weak digestive systems or stomach problems, drinking cold water can cause bloating, indigestion, and even stomach pain. Moreover, cold water also has a negative impact on the cardiovascular system, increasing pressure on the heart, making the heart work harder to circulate blood. This can lead to fatigue, chest pain, or, more dangerously, increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. On the other hand, drinking water that is too hot is also not a safe choice. When drinking water that is too hot, the temperature of the water will directly affect the mucosal tissues of the stomach, esophagus, and mouth, causing burns and damage to these tissues. This not only increases the risk of stomach ulcers but can also lead to serious problems such as esophagitis, impaired digestive function, and damage to the digestive organs in the body. The habit of drinking water that is too hot also causes the body to face heat stress, causing discomfort to the stomach and digestive system. So what is the most reasonable solution to protect the body and maintain good health? The answer is warm water with a temperature of 30 to 40 degrees Celsius, considered the golden temperature. This is the ideal temperature that the body can easily accept without any damage. Warm water helps maintain balance in the body, soothes the organs in the digestive system, helps the digestive process go more smoothly, and avoids the phenomena of blood vessel spasms or ulcers. Warm water also helps the body easily absorb minerals in the water, increases blood circulation, and reduces pressure on the organs in the body, especially the heart and stomach. When drinking warm water, the body is also easily detoxified, cools the organs, and supports the digestive system to work more effectively. Moreover, warm water also helps increase the ability to relax, soothe the nervous system, bring a feeling of comfort, reduce stress and fatigue. Third mistake: drinking water mixed with lemon, honey, or salt on an empty stomach. The habit of drinking water mixed with lemon, honey, or salt in the morning on an empty stomach is becoming a trend that many people believe in, with the reason that these types of water can help detoxify, purify the body, and stimulate the digestive system. However, if considering the impact on the body, especially the stomach, this habit is not always beneficial but can sometimes be harmful, especially for the elderly or those with sensitive stomachs. Lemon juice, although known for its ability to provide vitamin C and antibacterial properties, contains a high amount of citric acid. When lemon juice is consumed in the morning on an empty stomach, this acid can irritate the stomach lining, causing ulcers, inflammation, or increased gastric acid secretion, leading to a burning sensation or epigastric pain. This is even more dangerous for people with a history of stomach disease or those with a weak stomach, as excessive acid can damage the protective layer of the stomach lining and increase the risk of digestive diseases. Similarly, honey, although it has many beneficial effects such as antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and providing energy, contains natural sugar. When consumed on an empty stomach, the sugar in honey can rapidly increase blood sugar levels, causing sudden changes in insulin levels in the body. This not only increases the risk of diabetes in the long term, but can also cause a feeling of fatigue after a rapid drop in blood sugar. Especially for the elderly or those with metabolic problems, consuming honey early in the morning can increase the burden on the digestive system and the body in general. As for salt, although salt can help balance electrolytes in the body, when used too much, especially on an empty stomach, it can increase stomach acidity, making stomach ulcers worse. In addition, drinking salt water can also increase blood pressure, causing water retention in the body, which is a risk factor for people with a history of high blood pressure or cardiovascular problems. So, if you still want to enjoy these drinks in the morning, the best advice is to wait at least after a light breakfast so that the body has time to digest some food, helping to reduce the impact of ingredients such as lemon acid, honey sugar, or salt on the stomach. As for early morning, when the body has not yet had time to get used to external factors, warm filtered water is the optimal and safest choice. Although lemon juice, honey, or salt may have certain benefits, they are not the best choices when drinking early in the morning on an empty stomach. Instead of believing in quick detox methods, prioritize simple but effective habits for long-term health care. Fourth mistake: not drinking water in the morning because of fear of urinating at night. Not drinking water in the morning because of fear of urinating at night is a common habit among many people, especially those who are older or have a habit of waking up at night. However, in terms of long-term health, this can actually cause many serious consequences, especially for the circulatory system and the function of organs in the body. When we wake up in the morning, the body has gone through a long period of dehydration while sleeping. During sleep, the body continues to metabolize and detoxify through organs such as the kidneys and liver, and therefore loses a significant amount of water. If you do not replenish water immediately after waking up, the amount of water in your body will decrease significantly, leading to a thickening of the blood. When the blood is thick, blood circulation will become more difficult, and this creates the risk of blood vessel blockage. Blood vessel blockage can lead to dangerous conditions, such as stroke, especially on cold mornings, when blood vessels have contracted due to low temperatures. Furthermore, when the body is dehydrated, the functions of the digestive organs and kidneys will also be affected, reducing the effectiveness of the detoxification and blood filtration process. This can cause harmful substances to not be properly eliminated, causing long-term damage to the body. So, what is the solution to both replenish the body with water and still avoid worrying about nocturia? The answer is to divide the amount of water throughout the day, instead of trying to drink a large amount of water in the morning. Limiting the amount of water you drink after 7 p.m. is also a reasonable solution. At that time, the body is ready to enter a resting state, and if you drink too much water, the kidneys will have to work too hard to filter the water, leading to having to wake up to urinate at night. Therefore, dividing the amount of water you drink during the day and reducing the amount of water in the evening not only helps maintain health but also helps you sleep better without interruption. The final mistake: only drinking water when you feel thirsty. The habit of only drinking water when you feel thirsty is a natural approach to the body's hydration needs, but as we age, the thirst-sensing mechanism gradually becomes less effective, and that is when we are prone to making big mistakes in maintaining the body's water balance. In youth, the body will usually react immediately when it is dehydrated, through the feeling of thirst. However, in older people, the ability to perceive and respond to the feeling of thirst will decrease significantly. The nervous system that controls this feeling is no longer as sensitive as when we were young, making it difficult for us to recognize when the body really needs water. This can easily lead to a state of dehydration without knowing it, because the feeling of thirst, which is the body's natural signal for water, has become weaker. Sometimes, we only feel thirsty when our body has lost a significant amount of water, and at that time, dehydration has begun to affect our body functions. When lacking water, the body will encounter many serious problems such as reduced metabolic efficiency, reduced kidney function, reduced blood flow to organs and cells, leading to fatigue, dry skin, reduced ability to concentrate and work, and even digestive and cardiovascular disorders. If the lack of water persists, it can cause more serious health problems such as kidney failure, stroke, and cardiovascular diseases. Therefore, instead of waiting until you feel thirsty, the best way is to create a regular, planned water drinking schedule during the day. You can start by drinking a glass of water right after waking up, which helps hydrate your body after a long night without water, stimulates the functioning of your internal organs, and helps improve your metabolism. Then, throughout the morning, you can drink another glass of water mid-morning and another glass after lunch. Maintaining this regular water intake schedule helps your body stay hydrated throughout the day, minimizing the risk of dehydration without having to wait until you feel thirsty. Consider this a self-care habit, similar to eating regularly. Our bodies will gradually get used to being supplied with water regularly, and will thank you for it by maintaining body functions more effectively, reducing the health risks caused by dehydration. Once you have established a reasonable habit of drinking water, your body will no longer have to wait for the feeling of thirst, and you will be able to feel a clear difference in your health, energy, and spirit every day. Dear all, water, it seems like a small thing, but it is a simple miracle of life. With just a little change in your morning water drinking habit, you can enhance your memory, stabilize your blood pressure, improve digestion, and prevent unnecessary risks. Let's start from today. Cherish every sip of water as you cherish your own health. Thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe so we can continue sharing helpful advice together. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.